Mind you, we doing Hollywood Grail Fashion Week. This is what they claim is the picture of beauty. Mind you, this is what they claim is a picture of what a model is. I just want you to stop for a minute. Stop for a minute. Think about the concept. Who gave Giorgio Armani the authority to define fashion? Who stated that the Italians in Milan get to define fashion? I'm telling you, you state that they got the authority. Who states that Giorgio Armani gets to tell little young girls all over the world what the standard of beauty is? Who the heck is Giorgio Armani? Who got to decide that Giorgio Armani gets to be a fashion icon? Who decided that? A bunch of old Europeans. But who decided that those old Europeans had something to say? Who decided that? You did. Your parents did. Your grandparents did. It's like everybody else beside you. You decide that these Italians in Milan, who is the Italians of Milan? Who are they? The 5 mafia families of the Godfather. Who are the Italians of Milan? Where Gucci is housed, where all of the fashion. Who decided that Milan? You did. You did. Who decided that London paves the way for fashion weeks all around? You did. So who also co-signs the abuse that women endure because of the unnatural beauty standards that these people that you have endorsed? You've kept up with the Kardashians for 17 worthless years. You stated that the Kardashians are entertainment royalty. You did. Every time you go to Instagram, every time you go to all of your social media platforms, you say the Kardashian lifestyle, they are the icon. You say that. At what cost and what price? At what cost and what price? For every action, there's an equal and opposite opportunity cost reaction. I'm gonna say it again. For every action, there's an equal and opposite opportunity cost reaction. For everything you consume, there's a price to pay besides the dollars that you exchange. When you're exchanging with unnatural individuals who don't have your best interests at heart, there is a price to pay with every exchange. The definition is called acquiesce. You give consent. Acquiescence means I give you consent to continue doing that which you have done to me in order to make you and your bloodline and your people superior and me and mine inferior. And every time I come to the table and I exchange, I acquiesce. Acquiescence. Hollywood Grail. Fashion Weeks is about abundant life. Hollywood Grail Fashion Weeks is about a have lifestyle of the wealthiest and renowned. The highest paid fashion models all over the world. Drug addicts, sexually abused, underpaid. 97% of the industry is owned by men. European men whose track record with women, you can do better in prisons with men who treat women better than the European males that run the fashion industries. You could go to a prison, you could find a bunch of our brothers in there for non-violent drug offenses. Who have way better morals and character and standards than the 97% of the individuals who control this industry. So we got some theme music. Got some theme music that go along with. We got some theme music to go along with this fashion week. This is our theme song. This is what we say. On behalf of our women and our queens. What goes around comes back around. This is what we say to Europe. What goes around comes back around. This is what we say to the world. What goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. There was a time. The battle is on. That you did everything right. No longer will you have access to the best of the best of our queens. Boy, I must have been out of my mind. Our queens are the best thing you'll never have. Time that I almost loved you. You showed your ass and I saw the real you. Thank God you blew it. Thank God I dodged a bullet. I'm so over you, so baby, good looking out. I wanted you back. I'm so through with that. Cause honestly, you turned out to be the. No longer will our people chase a fake European dream. No longer will our people live the lie. This is the theme song for our queens. We're doing a rehabilitation right now. So sad. Sucks to be you right now. You took advantage of these women. Oh, did you expect me? You squandered. You don't deserve. You don't deserve. My tears. I guess that's why they ain't there. But I think that there was a time that I think there was a time where I desired your European lifestyle, your European fashion, your European lives. I dodged the bullet. We good. We good. Best thing I never had. Sucks to be you right now.
It's time to face the facts that I'm the one who got away.
Ain't coming back. Got away.
Another place, another time, another world, another life. Thank God I found the good and goodbye.
Thank God I found the good in goodbye. Me and mine, we going.
I'm so through with that.
So through with it. Best thing I never had. Best thing I never ever achieved. Sucks to be you right now. What goes around comes back around. The golden rule. The golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. All of these years, never paying our queens what they worth. All of these years, targeting our kings. Targeting our kings for slaughter. Traumatizing our queens and our children for profit in every industry. Vulture capitalism is built off of exploitation, dehumanization, inhumanity, exploitation, dehumanization, inhumanity, trauma. Those are the four things. Trauma, exploitation, dehumanization, and inhumanity for profit. Sucks to be you right now, don't it? What's up, baby? Downstairs. Downstairs in the living room. What's up? What you say? Xavier's going. I'm not going tonight. I got too much stuff to catch up with my stuff. She said she's coming to get Xavier, but no, we're not waiting for you. Deja said she was coming through. You thought what? Oh, I don't know. She had called a little while ago, said she was coming through to pick us up. I don't know. Maybe she changed her mind because you're right. I think class does start at like 5.
Fred, the weatherman, Brad.
I said you might be right. I think class does start at 5.
Fred, where does the Black Panther Party stand concerning the weathermen, the SDS?
We stand way back from the SDS and the weathermen because we believe that the weathermen action is 2 actions. It's REM 2, the weathermen. We think they call them both national action. We think that RIM 2 is national action, and Weatherman is national reaction. You know, we think it is anarchistic, opportunistic, individualistic, it's chauvinistic, it's customistic, and that's the bad part about it. It's customistic in that it's leaders take people into situations where the people can be massacred, and they call that revolution. It's nothing but child's play. It's folly, and it's criminal because people can be hurt. We say that they're doing exactly what the pigs want them to do. When they take people down and just do nothing, play around, and the pigs are prepared for this, and they wipe all of those young people out. We think these people may be sincere, but they're misguided, they're muddleheads, and they're scatterbrains. The only way we can show them is to criticize them like we're doing right now, and then leave, go to the federal building and have a demonstration that's to educate, a demonstration that it is disciplined and organized. You know, and that's what we're going to have to do, and let them see the examples.
Tell me why you feel the approach of the SDS weatherman is wrong.
I feel it is wrong, just as I said before.
Don't tell me just you said before. That's why I asked you again. Just answer straight, because in case we use this part.
I feel that it's wrong.
Let me ask you again. Why do you feel that the approach of the SDS weatherman is the wrong approach?
I feel that it's wrong because it's pig action. See, they're doing exactly what the pigs want them to do. They're leading people into a situation where it's an astronomical situation, too great for the people to deal with. It's a situation where you got a bunch of mechanical pigs with 357 magnums and shotguns and mechanical mace and all that type of thing. And then they're talking about they're going to carry on a revolutionary struggle. That's not revolution, it's insanity, it's madness, it's nostalgia, and it's the massacre. That's what potential massacre, that's what it is. And we don't support that because we say all power to the people. All the power is manifested in the people. We don't have any people whose lives we believe that should be thrown away.
Has the weatherman SDS tried to get you to go on their side? Have you met with them, and what happened?
We met with the weatherman faction of SDS several times. We've had ideological struggles, and we have ideological differences. So what we did was we had the other faction of SDS that agreed with the Black Panther Party called for an alternate action, a way of discipline, action not to provoke pigs, an action not to talk about setting up confrontations with the pigs, because the people are not ready for confrontation. These confrontations that they have are premature. They're politically premature, and they're wrong because they commit people in a situation which they're not anywhere prepared for.
Well, why do you think the weatherman SDS tried to link the Black Panther Party to its movement?
I don't know if it was actually the weatherman of SDS. I have to say that it was the establishment press that is nothing but a tool of Warden Nixon's machine. We call him Warden Nixon because the whole world is penitentiary, and he's just a warden of the whole world. And you see, these people are just an arm he uses for fascist oppression, you know. And I think that these fascist news media might have did that.
Now, briefly, how would you sum up what the weatherman SDS is trying to do and what you think of what they're trying to do?
I said that basically they believe that white people need to learn how to struggle, that they believe that these white workers need to learn how to struggle through confrontations. I have to say that basically I believe that this is incorrect. I believe that white workers have been struggling. They're some of the most violent people in the world. I believe that what they need is they need a redirection in their ideology and in their politics. They need to know who to struggle against. The workers need to start to begin to learn that their job is to struggle against the bosses. And until they do this, then struggle is incorrect. It's like no struggle at all. We say that if you don't struggle correctly, you shouldn't struggle. But you should struggle. We said dare to struggle and you dare to win, and dare not to struggle and you don't deserve to win. But we have to struggle properly.
What about the special approach of weatherman, which seems to be violence?
Well, you see, I don't think it's really violence, you know. I mean, I think it's just a lot of folly, it's a lot of child's play. I think that to have violence, you got to be able to cope with violence, you know what I mean? And that's what the Black Panther Party, a lot of people say we're violent. We're a self-defense organization that believes that the people should be educated what's going on. Yes, we do defend our offices and we do defend our homes. This is a constitutional right. Everybody has nothing funny about that. The only reason they get mad at the Black Panther Party when they do it is for the simple reason that we're political. And they don't want to admit this. There are a lot of young organizations around, but we're a political organization. We're an organization that understands that politics is nothing but war without bloodshed, and war is nothing but politics with bloodshed. That it's just like you stretch something and it goes, you can stretch things, they're going to be another thing. If you stretch politics so long, it'll be war. And that's what we are.
Well, then why do you feel it's so important for the Black Panther Party to disavow any real link with the weatherman SDS?
I think it's important because there are a lot of people that watch the Black Panther Party for examples. They observe us and participate with us. And if we can be connected up to this, then it will be very unadvantageous to the people, and it would be very unadvantageous to the struggle, in that people that claim to be revolutionary would be going down roads that they think might be revolution, but in fact they're not roads to revolution. They'll be going east when they're intentions are going west. And also it's important because the Czech body still is in town. And he's being tried by this fascist Judge Adolf Hitler Kaufman, you know. And he's being tried without a lawyer. But we've got to bring all of the attention and focus on this trial that we possibly can so that people can understand that these people are more capable of building gas chambers than Hitler ever was capable of building gas chambers. And we're going to have to get together. We're going to have some anti-gas chamber marches and some anti-fascism marches and some anti-Hitler Hoffman marches and some anti-Mussolini Attorney General Mitchell marches and some anti-Daley and some anti-Hammerhead marches. These are things we're going to have to do. The people need to be educated. If they're educated, we can resist and we can stop this fascism.
All right, thanks for giving
Okay,
us
this house shot.
Okay,
Good.
okay. Okay.
Thanks.
So on Hollywood Grail fashion statement, that was the man Fred Hampton. And every one of these movements, you had sincere kings who really believed and thought that the United States of America was an entity that you could reason with to get justice and equality and rights out of. That's the only mistake. The only mistake that these individuals made is when an invader, an alien invader, and an enemy comes in. You're not obligated to reason with them. You're not obligated to even acknowledge them. These kings wasted their talent, wasted their time, and they got gunned down. They got slaughtered. Then you had fake FBI created, CIA created groups in the European communities acting as imposters called the Weathermen, acting as if they were seeking equality. Your ancestors came and slaughtered individuals for you to even be in the lands. There's no way you can stand with the oppressed and talk about you are oppressed. Your whole legacy from the lands you came from was a peasant slave. Every European nation is full of peasants except for the royals. They got a nerve to come and stand with individuals who have only been kings on earth. We have never been peasants. Can you say Egypt? Can you say Babylon? Can you say Assyria? Can you say Cush? This is the fashion statement.